Cheers to you, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's going to be a quick one. Hey, what's up, everybody? I got my Tuesday to go mug kind of quick, and it's a microbrew kind of day because it's a Tuesday. I'm here at the office because I have my Bible study with guys heading in at 7. So the book of John coming up. We're going to be doing that. And so anyway, microbrew, to go mug, to go Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. That's what's going on today. I'm glad that you are on, and I bet you're looking forward to getting your day going. And I'm still not used to the light change, not the daylight savings time. Like I can deal with that, but getting up and it's pitch black when you go in to work and it's dark, and then when you leave and it's dark, but yeah, so still dark out, like really dark out. And so that's all the reason you need the brew, because it's a little bit of a shot of online espresso to get you going today. So you guys can share the brew as well. When you share the brew, more of your friends can watch it live. So actually sharing now versus afterwards actually helps. So more and more people can see it. Let me say hi to a couple people. Joe, hello. Good morning to you. And Chuck, good morning. Pandora, good morning to you. Glad you're on and watching. And let's see, Scott and Brenda and Dave. Good morning, everybody. Mary, good morning. And John and Melissa, good morning to you. And Melinda, top of the morning to you. Kyla, good morning. And Nancy, hola. And Tanya and Katrina. Haven't seen Joy on yet. Joy, are you there? So she was already out of the house. It's not that she's sleeping. When I left at 6 a.m., she was already out of the house exercising. So I can't complain that she's not on right now. So she is early bird. And then even on boom, there she's at. There she is. See, she's there. Joy gets up and she gets more done before 8 a.m. than probably most people get done in their entire day, just so you know. So anyway, golly. Okay, so say hello to a couple more people. Susan, how's it going? Joy, people are saying hi to you. Linda saying hello, sweet Joy. So I miss doing this with Joy. So when I fly, so it's funny. We've been doing a little bit of homework and prep on our 1-year birthday of the brew. And the majority of the first part of the year when I started this, the majority of the times I was by myself. And then Joy was kind of the special guest when she could jump on. But then probably in the last 4 months, it was more of trying to do it together because it's so much more fun. But she's watching. She's on right now. She can keep chiming in the comments. So yeah. So I got this book. I quote from it quite a bit from online, like just kind of sprinkling leadership inspiration sometimes. And it's by Scott Hagan. He is one of our college professors that our church is associated with. He also is a pastor out in California for a while. Great guy. And so it's very interesting because he just has a book of his own personal insights and quotes of leadership. And there's this one, it's number 86, and it literally says, focus on living, not reliving. Focus on living. Focus on what's the here, the now, and what's in front of us, not rethinking and reliving behind us. And when we can think about that, the reason people fear is because they have some kind of experience behind them that they're like, oh, I don't want to do that again. So the thing is, you can focus on what's in front of you so you can have expectation. Focus on living is more about what's out there. Reliving is what's behind us. So I was kind of flipping through this. You want to do another one? Why don't you guys, we did this on another book before. There's about 500 of these. Why don't you guys give me a number and I will find it, 1 through 500, and I will find the quote and we will read it together. So someone throw out a number between 1 and 500, and then I shall read it. So just looking. And then also I'm going to read from in just a bit Luke chapter 1. So Luke chapter 1 is something that I'm reading in my 1-year plan. 447 says, I got a couple. Okay. Nancy says 447. Let's take a look at that one first. 447 says, the only way, it's right there. You can't really see it. The only way to see your blind spot is to listen to feedback. The only way to see your blind spot is to listen to feedback of people that can speak into your life. So if you've got some blind spots in your life, you better have a circle of people who are speaking into your life. That's really good. 72, Rose says, let's try 72. I think that's a good idea. 72 says this: don't worry about the credit. People will never forget who inspired them. That's pretty interesting. Don't worry about the credit. People will never forget who inspired them. So names associated with things you do, don't worry about that. Be someone who inspires one another. Sean's asking for number 44. 44 says, nothing is more rewarding than doing something great for someone and having it go completely unnoticed. Nothing is more rewarding than doing something great for someone and having it go completely unnoticed. That where people, you just know you did the right thing. Sometimes you just need to know that you did the right thing, and it doesn't need to be broadcast all over the planet. Last one, number 62, Melinda's asking for. Keep the vision adventurous, but the relationships safe. Live with adventure, but make sure that your relationships are safe. We tell our boys that all the time. It's like we want you to have a ton of fun in life, but make sure the people you're doing it with is in a safe environment and they're not going to influence you to spiral down. So live a life of adventure. Keep the vision adventurous, but keep the relationships safe. We don't want to live a safe life, but we do want to have safe relationships. That's really good. I'm going to end on that one. Because I think that's a good one. Live a life of adventure. Don't live life safe, but make sure that your relationships are safe. That's good stuff right there. All right, coming up this week, Tuesday. One thing I forgot to quote from watching the Illini game. Whoa, hold on a second. Stop the presses. Mark Cartwright says hello. Mark just got back from Kenya, Africa, and I have not got to talk to him or see him or hear about his stories yet. So, Mark, good morning, and I cannot wait to see you and hang out so I can hear about your guys' trip to Africa that you just literally got back, if I'm remembering, late last night. So I bet you are jet lagged right now. So anyway, wanted everybody to see that. Mark here. All right, I'm going to read a verse out of Luke. And I want you to think about this. So I've been reading the 1-year Bible plan, and this is Luke chapter 1, the birth of John the Baptist. And if you know this story, let's see, the Zechariah and Elizabeth were very old, didn't think they were going to have kids. And then all of a sudden this angel shows up and says, nope, God is working. You just don't see it. You're going to have a kid. It's going to be this kid's going to help lead the way to the Lord, literally make the path straight to him. He's going to help enter the Lord into welcome the Lord into public ministry. And so he literally said this. The angel says, And he will go on before the Lord in the spirit and the power of Elijah and turn the hearts of fathers to children and the disobedient. He's talking about Jesus and the disobedient to the wisdom of the righteous, and to make ready a people prepared for the Lord. He's going to prepare the place for the Lord. But this is what Zechariah asked the Lord. How can I be sure of this? I've been worried. I've been wrestling with this even yesterday, because sometimes I ask myself, how can I be sure of this? And then he says, I'm an old man and my wife is well along in years. Let me be, there's times that I look at situations and I ask the Lord, how are you going to work this out? Because I immediately go to the natural. That's what Zechariah did. I'm really old. So is my wife. There's no way we're going to have kids. How are you sure about this, God? How can I be sure of this, that you're promising me this? How am I sure that this is your will when in the natural it doesn't make sense? I ask myself that about church life all the time when I feel like I'm hitting a wall and I'm like, okay, God, I just don't see any solution here. And I know that God is with us, but I'm like, what's going on here? And there's a promise from the Lord that's going to carry out. But if I focus on the natural, then I'm going to ask the Lord, how is that even possible? But if I focus on the supernatural of God, then I realize I don't have to ask, how is this going to happen? It's more of a, when is this going to happen? And build your expectation. Instead of asking God, how in the world is this going to happen? Like in prayer with high expectation, the conversation needs to be, Lord, when is this going to happen? Show me the way. Show me the answer. Show me what you're going to do. I'm excited for this. The answer to this was, I'll tell you how you can be sure of this, because I am Gabriel, an angel, speaking to you about this. So God sends a supernatural messenger to tell them about their son that's going to be born. It's like, what other proof do you need that there's an angel face to face with you telling you this? So build your expectation today. God has plans for you. If you've been praying through something, if you feel like you hit a wall and all you're doing is looking around in the natural going, how in the world is this going to happen? Remember that God is saying, don't ask, how is this going to happen? Begin to ask, when is this going to happen? Begin to say, open up my eyes so I can see it happen. I want to see God work in our lives. All right, everybody, it's 7:00. I got some guys here. I can hear them on the other side of the wall. And I want you to pray today with high expectation, not, God, are you able to do this? But Lord, when are you going to do this? Lord, I can't wait to see it. Open up my eyes so I can see you at work. So, all right, guys, share the brew if you can. I would love that. Just click that little share button in social media. Share to your friends. Joy, miss you. I didn't even get to see you this morning. And everybody have an incredible Tuesday. Go have a wonderful day and go make a difference in somebody's life.